What's good, y'all? What's good? I'm back at y'all with a vengeance. Yo, the Michael Jordan movie, A Up There, I think that's what it's called. I think that's the name of it, off top. Um, I think that movie's gonna be dope. I think it's already been number one. I think it's gonna be number one over the weekend. I think it's gonna do crazy because it's a movie how Nike um signed Mike. And as y'all know, you know, shout out to Michael Jordan. I'm a big basketball fan of his, but outside of basketball, no disrespect to Mike. Um, I was a big critic of Mike. Very disappointed with Mike because Mike, I felt like when it came down to us, when it came down to his sneakers, and his sneakers are the best sneakers made of all time. I'm not saying they're the best fitted, wearing and everything, but they're the greatest design sneakers of all time. Why? Well, proof's in the pudding. You know, some say Mike is the GOAT and everything. You know, if you watch enough Jordan videos and stuff like that, like Come Fly With Me, and remember they used to put out, I'm a little older, so we used to put out and they used to have VHS, VCRs. We used to watch those videos and everything. I think he had I know one of them was Come Fly With Me, and but if the point is, if you watch the Michael Jordan videos, the highlights and everything like that, and you actually live, because I lived during that era, I watched Mike destroy my favorite team, the Knicks. Shout out to Patrick Ewing. He prevented Pat from getting the rings, and a lot of others like Charles Barkley and all of them. He prevented John Kemp, all of them, from getting rings. So one can debate based on his stats and everything that Mike is the greatest, but to me, LeBron James is the greatest. That's another discussion in itself. But I wanted to shout out that movie, you know what I'm saying? And, on this Chris Pratt, TGIF, Good Friday. Shout out to my man Chris Breezy. Yeah, man, I think that movie is like I said, it's already tweaked in the sense where it already got number one. I think it's gonna do number one on the weekend. I think it's gonna knock out Dungeons and Dragons. It's probably gonna be number one, and John Wick probably be number two, if not Dungeons and Dragons. But I look forward to seeing that movie. I think that movie's gonna be crazy. They got an all-star cast in that movie. That movie's gonna be epic. So brothers and sisters, make sure you take your kids to go out and see that movie. Michael Jordan changed the game with Nike. Took Nike to the next level, and shout out to Nike. You see I'm wearing a Nike hoodie. Shout out to Nike. I've worked with Nike for years. You know what I'm saying? Great organization. I'm not going to even go into the staff. That's another conversation in itself. But shout out to all the people I worked with at Nike at the time when I worked and everything. And shout out to them. Shout out to Nike. Great, great company. So I want to thank Nike for giving Michael Jordan the chance. But I also want to thank Converse. And I want to thank Michael Jordan. Because at the end of the day, like he said on the Oprah show, it was his skills. Charles Barkley and all of them, their skills is the reason why they got the sneakers that they got. Because of what they did. They put that work in. So that movie, I believe, is going to be phenomenal. When I go see it, I'm going to follow up with y'all, just like with John Wick, and give y'all a follow-up video to my response with it and let y'all know what it is. All right? Once again, peace and blessings. Have a great weekend. Shout out to my man Panama. Yo, P, I'm going to hit you up later and everything. We'll chop it up, inshallah. All right? And shout out to all my brothers and sisters as Muslims that's still fasting. Shout out to all my Hebrew Israelites, all the people of Israel. Peace and blessings, y'all. Let's not forget the great king. Let's not forget the great Salah ad-Din. They lived in peace with one another. Let's not become fanatics. We may have all different religious beliefs, all of us throughout the world. Some of you may be Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist. We all have our own religious beliefs, but that doesn't mean we can't get along, coexist, and love one another. Don't let what I believe, judge or treat you in a different way because you don't believe what I believe. Because at the end of the day, the Father created all of us in that aspect. He didn't create religion. Us as man did. But that doesn't mean, we don't respect our fellow mankind and our womankind, childrenkind. We don't do that. we supposed to respect one another, love one another. We don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. That's fine. We're not all here to be sitting up here trying to convert one another and everything. But, you know, Michael Jordan with them Jordan sneakers, it brought, like, just like hip hop, it brought a universal calling. And I said Jordan sneakers, and shout out to Kanye West, because now, like I said, when I did it with my boy Billy, Kanye, you need to do a sneaker with Kyrie. That's going to be crazy. The Kyrie Yeezy ones. That'll put you right back in the billionaire status if you take heed. But the Jordans are the greatest sneakers ever made. Hands down. The greatest sneakers ever made. And me, I wear New Balance. I like New Balance. I like the shout out to New Balance 574s. But them Jordan sneakers, they hit something different. And I don't think nothing is going to ever top the Jordan sneakers. There may be other sneakers that's more expensive and everything like that, but nothing's never going to take away. I don't even know the numbers of them. I don't know which numbers match one. I just know the ones and the twos. I don't know the threes, the fours. I don't know all that. I don't even care to know it. But I know and my Aunt Kelly, we had Jordans. She had Jordans first, and I started getting them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Aunt Roz when I used to work for her every weekend when I was a teenager. Go over our house, shout out to Uncle Jerry. Just go over our house, make $50 doing housework. I used to stack my $50 up, buy my Jordans, and shout out to New York City when we had them summer youth programs. Man, I used to take all my checks and just go buy clothes when I used to go to August Martin, gearing up. I was a fly boy at one point, straight up. I got left back, y'all. I'm going to say this in closing. My first year of school, I got left back, and Mr. Robert, I'll call you right back. My first year of school, I got left back, and why? Because I ran out of clothes, and I had to maintain an image. Foolishness. But shout out to some of you for all the money I made with them and got all the clothes and everything like that, and I definitely came to school with the Jordans. All right, shout out to my man Russ that went to junior high school 210 with me. Russ stayed with the fresh Jordans in junior high school. Russell. You know, what was Russell's last name? Russell, no, not Miller. Shout out to Russell Miller too, my man Big Russ, Southside, and other Russes from Southside too. I forgot Russ's last name though. But Russell, you know, short. I think Russell was like 5 feet, and he was amazing as a basketball player. But he definitely was fly in school. That's when we used to always rock the Levi's and everything. That was a new thing for me being a kid from Brooklyn. But other than that, once again, guys, go see that Jordan movie with Nike. It's going to be amazing. Peace and blessings. Jesus bless.